Hello students, I am indeed very happy to meet you all through this English class. I welcome you all to this first English class of class 11th. I know you are very eager to learn the new lessons. You are thrilled because you are in a new class. Though it is COVID period, though it is a lockdown period, you are very happy because you are introduced into a new environment. In fact, your batch is a lucky batch because you are learning things in an advanced level, not in the same ordinary level like last year students. I will make my teaching bilingual so that it will be beneficial for both Tamil medium as well as English medium students. நான் என்னுடைய poetry செஷனில் வந்து தமிழ் இங்கிலீஷ் ரெண்டு லாங்குவேஜ்லையுமே நான் வந்து பாடம் நடத்துகிறேன். ஸோ தமிழ் மீடியம் பிள்ளைங்களும் சரி இங்கிலீஷ் மீடியம் பிள்ளைங்களாலையும் ஈஸியாக அதை புரிஞ்சிக்க முடியும். Don't feel bad because you are not inside the classroom. Feel very happy because the classroom is brought to your house. நீங்கள் வந்து கிளாஸ் ரூம் இல்லைன்னு வருத்தப்படாதீங்க. ஏன்னா கிளாஸ் ரூமே உங்கள் வீட்டுக்குள்ளே வந்திருக்கு. How privileged, how lucky you are children. Let us take everything in a positive way and start this new academic year in a positive way. அப்போ தான் எல்லா நெகட்டிவ்ஸும் பாசிட்டிவாக மாறும். So positive thinking will change everything in our life. So with that mindset, with that message, we'll start this lesson. So first, in the first unit, we have got a prose, a poetry, and a supplementary and few grammar. So I'm going to start with the poetry session. In the first unit, you have the first poem, Once Upon a Time by Gabriel O'Hara. இந்த முதல் யூனிட்ல நமக்கு ஒரு ப்ரோஸ், ஒரு poetry, ஒரு supplementary, கொஞ்சம் கிராமர்லாம் இருக்கு. இதில் first we will start with the poetry நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போகிறோம். What is the first poetry? Once Upon a Time by Gabriel O'Hara. Who is this Gabriel O'Hara? Gabriel O'Hara is a Nigerian poet, very famous poet. He has written a lot of poems and it has become very famous and he has won a lot of prizes for his poetry. And his verse are translated into various languages. அவருடைய poetry ரொம்ப அருமையாக இருந்தனால அது வந்து நிறைய லாங்குவேஜஸ்க்கு அதை வந்து அவங்க மாற்றி கொண்டு போயிருக்கிறாங்க. Before starting this poetry session, I would like to tell you one more thing, children. We'll have to learn things in two ways. One, you enjoy the poetry session. Second thing, we learn a lot of values. We come to know about a lot of characters. We can understand our emotions better. நம்மளே நாம் அதிகமாக புரிஞ்சு கொள்றதுக்கு இந்த poetry session வந்து ரொம்ப உதவியாக இருக்கும். That is one portion. The another part is the examination oriented way of approaching the poetry. How intelligent we are only if it is expressed in the form of marks. If your intelligence is given some marks, you are recognized wherever you go. நம்ம என்னதான் புத்திசாலியாக இருந்தாலும் நம்ம வாங்குற மார்க் தான் நம்ம போகிற இன்ஸ்டியூஷன் நம்மளை பற்றி பேசுறதுனால, though it is a bitter truth, ஒரு கசப்பான உண்மையாக இருந்தாலும், let us concentrate the examinations also. ஓகே, இப்போ எக்ஸாம் கான்சன்ட்ரேட் பண்ணி அந்த எக்ஸாமுக்கு என்ன தேவை, இந்த poetry பொறுத்தவரை என்ன தேவை. Nearly out of 19 marks allotted for poetry. 90 மார்க்கில் 19 மார்க் நம்ம poetryக்கு அலாட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஓகே, 8 marks for the poetry appreciation questions. And 6 marks for reference to context and 5 marks for the paragraph question. So nearly 19 marks are allotted for the poetry session. So we'll concentrate on poetry more and more. ரொம்ப கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ணுவோம். அப்புறம் easily you can score marks. So as I told in the beginning, we'll come to know about ourselves and others, and we'll be able to analyze ourselves in a better way. We'll be able to look at life in a different way when we learn this poetry session. That this poem, especially Once Upon a Time by Gabriel O'Hara, is a beautiful poem which helps us to relook ourselves. Okay, before going to the poem, let me ask a question. When you meet a friend or when you meet somebody whom you like, or your strangers or relatives, somebody like that, how do you greet them? If you meet a stranger, you ask, who are you, what they want. நம்ம அறிமுகம் இல்லாத ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரேஞ்சர் பார்க்கணும், என்ன கேட்குறோம், நீங்கள் யாரும் உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணும், அப்படி தான் கேட்குறோம். What about when you meet your friends or relatives, how do you greet them? How do you greet them? Hello, how are you? I'm very happy to see you. I'm very glad to meet you. சொல்கிறோமா இல்லையா? பார்த்துட்டு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் இருக்கு. வா ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் வந்துடா, வாடா நான் கூப்பிட்றோம். Okay, you come. You show a lot of happiness and your words also express a lot of happiness. But the words from where it is coming? It's coming from the depth of our heart. In the poetry of Gabriel O'Hara, once upon a time, that is when he was a child, like his own son. Actually, this poem is lamenting to his son about his feelings Okay, he's he's expressing his emotions, okay, about his present state. இப்போ அவரோட emotions எப்படி இருக்கு, அவரோட feelings என்ன இருக்கு, once upon a time when he was a kid how he was அப்படின்றதுலாம் ஒரு கம்பேர் பண்ணி he laments. What is the meaning of laments? வருத்தத்தோட அவர் அதை எடுத்து சொல்றார். என்ன வருத்தத்தோட சொல்றார்? Shall we go into the point children? Okay. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. But now they only laugh with their teeth, while their eyes block, cold eyes search behind my shadow. Once upon a time they, whom does they refer to? They அப்படின்னா மற்ற மக்கள் எல்லாம் எப்படி இருந்தாங்கன்னா, they used to laugh with their hearts. When they laughed, they really felt it. ஒரு விஷயம் சந்தோஷமான விஷயம்னா அவங்க வந்து மனசுல சந்தோஷமா ஃபீல் பண்ணாங்க. They really felt it and they laughed. Okay, and laughed with their eyes. Eye வந்து ரொம்ப important organ in our body, you know that children. Looking at the eyes of somebody, we can make out what they feel. ஒருத்தர் கண்ணை வச்சு நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சலாம் அவங்க சோகமா இருக்காங்களா, சந்தோஷமா இருக்காங்களா, அவங்க கோபமா இருக்காங்களா அப்படின்றத நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சலாம். Of course, heart you cannot see, but all the expression, the emotions of the heart gets expressed in words and eyes. ஹார்ட்டோட எமோஷன்ஸ் ஃபுல்லா நமக்கு எதில் எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் ஆகுது, நம்ம சொல்லக்கூடிய வார்த்தைகளையும் நம்முடைய கண்களையும் வெளிப்படுது. That's what the poet is saying. Once upon a time, they used to laugh with their hearts. They used to laugh with their eyes. கண்ணை பார்த்தாலே தெரியும், முகத்தை பார்த்தாலே தெரியும், very happy. And of course, the words say that. Okay. But now, they only laugh with their teeth. While their eyes block, cold eyes search behind my shadow. ஆனால் இப்போ கண் எப்படி இருக்கின்றது? It has become cold. Eyes block and cold eyes. அப்படின்னா there is no warmth in the eyes. There is no warmth in their smile. And the smile or pleasantness, there is no pleasantness in their eyes and there is no warmth in their eyes. There is no warmth in their smile. சும்மா பேருக்கு சிரிக்கிறாங்க. But see that last line under the first transaction, search behind my shadow. சிரிக்கிறாங்க, they are smiling just in front of me, but what is there in me? Who am I? What is that person? Whether he has got, whether he is wealthy, whether he is intelligent, அவர் என்ன பற்றி ஒரு கணக்கு தான் அவங்க போட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க மனசுக்குள்ள. But their eyes and their lips are simply smiling at me. That is the thing that is the poet is lamenting over. See the next transaction. There was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son. Now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hands search my empty pockets. There was a time, once upon a time, they were laughing like that. Even adults, they laughed with their hearts. They shake hands with their full heart. There was hearty shake hand. When two people meet after a long time, or first time on the day, what do? They shake hands. They exchange smiles. But when they were shaking, once upon a time, when these adults also, when they were shaking in hands, they were shaking it wholeheartedly. ரொம்ப மனசுல வந்து மிகுந்த ஒரு ஆசையோடு அவங்க வந்து ஷேக் பண்ணாங்க. But what happened now? But they are not shaking hands with their hearts. Without their hearts, they are shaking their hands. அப்படி ஷேக் பண்ணும்போது வலது கை, with which what hand we shake hands? With the left, right hand. Right hand வந்து ஷேக் பண்ணும்போது left hand வந்து அவர் சொல்றாரு, searching my pockets அப்படின்னா இவன் என்ன ஓரளவு வெல்தியா இருப்பானா, இல்லை இவனோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப் வச்சுக்கலாமா வேண்டாமா, whether to continue the friendship or not, if I have a friendship with that person, in what way I will be benefited, இவரோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப் வைக்கனால எனக்கு என்ன பலன் கிடைக்க போகுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி in that way what is the mind is thinking in that way. So without heart, these people are shaking hands, it seems. Okay, feel at home, come again, they say, and when I come again and feel at home once, twice, and there will be no thrice. For then I find in doors shut on me. Once again, reading some beautiful stanza, you see, children. Feel at home, come again, they say, and when I come again and feel at home once, twice, thrice will be no. There will not be thrice. For then I find doors shut on me. What is the meaning of this? One பார்க்க வந்து சொல்லுவாங்க, feel at home, வாங்க உங்க வீடு மாதிரி இதை நினைங்க, கம் அகைன், திருப்பி வாங்க வீட்டுக்கு. இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு வீட்டுக்கு போகிறோம், நம்மளை பார்த்து வாங்கம்மா உன் வீடு மாறிமா, இட் இஸ் லைக் யோர் ஹவுஸ், யூ ஃபீல் அட் ஹோம், யூ கம் அகைன் whenever you feel like you come to my house அப்படின்னு வாயினாலேயே சொல்கிறாங்க. டேக்கிங் இட் வெரி சீரியஸ்லி, அதை உண்மையாக எடுத்துக்கிட்டு when this boy tried to go, once he could go, twice he could go, third time he could not go because the doors were already shut. அவங்க வந்து சொன்னது ஒரு பெயரை இருக்கும், just for the sake, like name sake, ஒரு பெயரை அந்த வார்த்தை சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. But we take it very seriously. When they say that it comes from their heart, but actually it doesn't come from the heart. நம்மளும் ரொம்ப சுறுசுறுப்பாக வந்து ஓகே, they asked us, they invited us wholeheartedly, thinking like that we also go. First time, okay, good. Second time, little bit of change you can see in their faces. Third time, the doors are shut. There's no feel at home at all. So what happens? I find the doors are shut on me. That means ellame fake. Everything is fake. There is no genuineness. ஒரு உண்மை வந்து அங்கே இல்லை அப்படின்னு the poet feels that way. So I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces like dresses. Home face, office face, street face, horse face, cocktail face, with all their conforming smiles like a fixed portrait smile. Beautiful, you see, children? Now I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces like dresses. எப்படி நம்ம ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் ஒவ்வொரு அக்கேஷனுக்கு ஒரு ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணுறோம். when we come to school we come in one dress, when we go to office we go in different dress, when we go to the party we go in different dresses, when we are at home we are in different dresses. So different places, different dresses. The same way the poet is telling, he has learned to wear different faces according to the situation. When he goes to office, maybe he's very serious. When he's at home, he's a totally different person there. Okay, when he is in the street, he's a different person. When he's a horse, he's a different person. So he's using the term called cocktail face. What is a cocktail face? A face with a mixed emotions. Like you are not a person who you are. Depending upon the place, depending upon the person, what you do, you keep on changing yourself. You keep on changing your emotions. That is what is called a cocktail face. With all the conforming smile. There is a difference between the word confirm and conform, children. கன்ஃபார்ம்னா ஒத்துக்கிறது, கன்ஃபார்ம் த மேட்டர், இந்த மேட்டர் தான் இதுதான்ன்றதை வந்து உறுதி செய்யுது. கன்ஃபார்ம் அப்படின்னா அந்த சிச்சுவேஷன் தகுந்த மாதிரி நம்ம ஒத்து கொண்டு போகிறது. தட் இஸ் கன்ஃபார்ம் வித் கன்ஃபார்மிங் ஸ்மைல்ஸ். Sometimes we don't feel like smiling at all, but we do it just because for the social acceptance. Like the smile that is in the portrait. What is a portrait? ஒரு photoல ஒரு smiling face ஒரு person இருக்கான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Whatever may be the occasion, the face will be in the smiling state only. இப்போ நம்ம ரூமில் நம்ம வீட்டில் வந்து ஒரு ஃபோட்டோ வச்சுருக்கோம். அந்த ஃபோட்டோவில் வந்து நம்ம தாத்தா வந்து நம்ம பெரிய ஒரு பிக் ஸ்மைலோட இருக்காரு. நம்ம வீட்டில் ஒரு துக்க நிகழ்ச்சி நடந்தாலும் சரி, ஒரு நல்ல நிகழ்ச்சி நடந்தாலும் சரி, அவர் தாத்தா வில் பி வித் த பிக் ஸ்மைல் ஒன்லி. உங்கள் காட்டுச்சுன்னா இந்த போர்ட்ரேட் வாட் emotion is expressed, the same emotion will be there, whatever may be the state that is prevailing in the house at that moment. The same way the poet is telling, whatever may be the situation, whether I like it or not, I simply smile because for that because of the society, I should get accepted by the society. The society should accept me because of that I smile, though I don't feel like smile at many times. Sometimes you feel like smiling, you smile. Sometimes you don't feel like smiling, but even then you are forced to smile. நிறைய நாள் நமக்கு சிரிக்க கூட மனசே வராது, ஆனால் சிரிக்க சொல்லும். அப்போதான் like we smile. What is that? The poet doesn't like that. He feels very bad about it, but he's telling that he too has learned it. He's not telling that only others are like that. He himself is. So that's what is a wonderful poet. The poet is admitting that he himself is changing his nature. He himself is changing, though he doesn't like all those things. Okay, because the world expects it. And I have learned to laugh only with my teeth alone. என்னுடைய வெறும் பற்களால் மட்டும் தான் நான் சிரிக்கிறதுக்கு படிச்சுட்டு என்னுடைய மனசால் நான் சிரிக்க படிக்கிறேன். And shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance. என்ன சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். The poet is telling that he too has learned to smile not with the heart but with the teeth. And he too has learned to say goodbye. When you say goodbye ரொம்ப ஒரு சந்தோஷமா இன்னொரு நம்ம பார்ப்போம் வாங்க. நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு வரவங்கள்ட்ட நம்ம குட் பை நம்ம தமிழ் சொல்லுவோம், எப்படி சொல்கிறோம், பார்ப்போம் வாங்க அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். அவங்க நான் போயிட்டு வரேன்னு சொல்லும்போது நம்மளுடைய வார்த்தை எனக்கு வாங்கன்னு சொல்லுவோம், போங்கன்னு நம்ம சொல்ல மாட்டோம். That means we are giving a welcoming call. Again நம்ம அவங்களை கூப்பிடுவோன்றது அர்த்தம். So when you say goodbye also, you with a great smile you say, again the doors are open for you, can come again like that. But actually what the point is telling, my lips are only telling that. My lips are only uttering that word. But my heart, what does it says that, what is that? Good riddance. அப்போ ஒழிஞ்சு போனாப்பா, மனசுல வந்து ஒழிஞ்சு போனோம் அப்படின்னு நம்ம நினைக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சூழ்நிலை தான் இன்னைக்கு இருக்குங்க. To say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it's been nice talking to you after being bored. So you say goodbye, but actually you want to get rid of that person. You say glad to meet you, but actually you are not at all glad in meeting that person. And you are telling that nice talking to you, but actually you feel bored. நம்ம போர்டு பேசுறது, ஆனால் நைஸ் டாக்கிங் டு யூ பேசுறது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்னு சொல்லுவோம். We say goodbye and அப்படியே ஒழிஞ்சு போனோம்னு நினைக்கிறோம். Then we say, what is that? I am very glad, but actually we are not glad. That's what the poet is saying. Actually, words are uttering something else, but our heart is telling something else. There is no truth in us. Everything fake. எல்லாமே வந்து ஒரு பொய் தோற்ற மாதிரி தோணுது. But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. And he's looking at his son and telling, but trust me, child, actually I want to be like you. Because children, they don't tell lies. If they feel like talking, they'll talk. If they don't feel like talking, they won't. When they feel like cry, they cry. When they feel like laugh, they laugh. எப்போ சிரிக்கும் தோணும் சிரிப்பாங்க, எப்போ விளையாடும் தோணும் விளையாடுறாங்க. They are true to themselves. உண்மையா இருக்காங்க. That's what the poet is looking at the son and saying, son, I want to be like you. Okay, to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh. My laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare. What is fangs? What is the meaning of fang? The teeth of the snake is called as fang. The பாம்பு இருக்க பல்லு நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம், ஃபேங்னு சொல்றோம். அவர் என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா, I want to unlearn the things that I have learned. The society, as an adult, I have learned many things, like to wear mask, to act according to the situation, like whether I feel it, whether it comes from my heart or not. But simply I say, these are the things I have learned from this world, but I want to unlearn all these things. And I want to relearn something. What to relearn? To laugh with my heart. Like you, like small children, like kids. I would like to laugh wholeheartedly, like ரொம்ப மனசு விட்டு நல்ல சின்ன பிள்ளைங்க மாதிரி சிரிக்கணும்னு சொல்லி நான் ஆசைப்படுறேன். That's what the poet is saying that. Whenever I stand in front of the mirror and I just smile at the mirror, okay, the mirror also smiles, so it reflects your image there. What he feels that, பார்க்கும்போது பாம்புக்கு எப்படி பல்லு தெரியுமோ அப்படி ஒரு பல்லு தான் அவருக்கு தெரியுது. There is no truth is not seen. அந்த உண்மை வந்து தெரியல அப்படின்றாரு. So show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. Once upon a time I was like you. I laughed. I used to laugh very wholeheartedly, like the same way I want to laugh again. Please, son, you teach me again. So did you understand this beautiful poem? Since it's a video, I don't want to repeat the thing again. You can again revise the lesson, the meaning of the poetry through this video. You can switch on the video once again and you can learn things again and again. For that purpose only we are telling. I just recorded this poetry in the video. Hope you understand the message of the lesson, children. The first thing message is, let us be true. Okay, that is very important. There won't be any stress. There won't be any stress when you do things wholeheartedly. உண்மையை மறைச்சி ஒரு பொய்யா மற்றவங்களுக்காக நம்ம வேஷம் போடும்போது தான் you feel very stressful. So let us not do it. That is one. However, you are slowly entering into adulthood, okay, and the boyhood and the youthhood are coming. Slowly you will become man like woman, will become woman, man like that. But even when you grow fully, you see that you don't lose your innocence, you don't lose your joy. But when the truth is lost, everything is lost. And the உண்மை தொலைச்சிராம நம்ம பார்த்தோம். That is very, very important.